Hi guys, in this video I am going to explain you guys about the mapping creation steps in the Informatica. How do we map in the Informatica? I'm going to explain the basic things regarding that mapping creations. First step will be that importing the source definitions, and second step will be the creating the target schema, and third one is create mapping. I'll show you the detail using the by the tool Informatica. First thing we need to do is the one who uses Informatica, we need to log into the designer, Power Center designer thing. Here we have repositories. In that repository we need to connect to the first one of the repository which you have created with the using the basic username and password. So in this repository we can create the source definitions and target definitions. Here we have a source here. So initially we have the source. It can be of several types like ODBC connections, flat file connections, Oracle connections, and COBOL file, etc. It may be XML file also. Initially I'm going to create the source definitions here. First go to tools. If you can't see the designer tool like source designer, you can go to tools, click on source analyzer so that you can see that source here. First we need to create import from databases. Here we can see that 4 types of importing, like from databases, flat file, COBOL file, XML definitions. So I'm going to create from the database connections. Here we have, once you create from the relational data types, we have tables. We have initially created the SQL server. If you couldn't find that, here I have I've created an Informatica DB SQL server for the source. If you do not have this setup initially done, we can click on this button and we can add one more server which you have in your systems. Using this pop-up we can add one more thing here. Because I have initially set it up, so I directly use this. Going to use the username and owner as DBO, and password. For your respective password you need to type. It shows all the default tables which you have for this DBO owner in the Microsoft SQL server. So we have like 3 tables. So I'm going to select one of the table here. It's like table employee table. Okay. So I'm going to see this. So I'm just going to save this. First Control S. So you can see here by the save button, like the saving the repository. This table has been saved into the repository. And similarly we can create a target table. So you can see the mapping here, like icons here. Icon here. Source icon, target designer. In target designer we can again go the similar way. Import from the database. Since it's a Oracle table, I have already created the table at the back end using the table. So we can just see we don't have not this table. I have employee tar table. So we don't have any data in other databases. Employee tar table, target table. This is employee table, which is the source table. So we have 5 records. We are trying to achieve this 5 records to be loaded into this target table. So again I'll be giving I've selected the target databases. Similarly connect to that. So we can find that target table here, employee tar. Select OK. So here again we are going to save this table, Control S. So we can see here in the bottom of the screen that target mtar is inserted successfully into the repository 1. Repository 1. This is the repository 1. And now I'm going to create a mapping here. Mapping, this is a transformer. If you have any logic to be inserted during the transforming the data from source to target, we can have here one more transformer. I'll explain you that in the later session. Here we have a mapping designer. Here we create one more mapping for this, like mapping. Go to this mapping, create give the appropriate name for the mapping. Just I'm going to give mmap m I go memployee as my target name. So it's in this mapping memployee mapping. So I'll drag the source from here, tbl employee. This is a source, but when I drag the source, even we got the source qualifier also in this. This is nothing but this is the basic data types will convert into the Informatica available data types using the source qualifier. So if we have one more table here, we can generally has one more source qualifier, so that we don't want multiple source qualifier to be used. So what we do, we just take the other tables and add the columns to the same source qualifier, so that one source qualifier can be available, will be enough to combine two or more source tables. I'll show you that in a later session, but for time being you just need to understand that the data types which we have here will be converted to the Informatica provided data types, supported data types. Here we have that thing, and variable and string and everything will be converted to the Oracle data types. So here we have from source we have, so we need to drag to the target which table we need to load into the target. And so here we can drag one column and map to the thing, but instead of we can select all this, select all, and we can do is like auto link by name. Take this and drag into this so that it will links by name, but this is not linked by name. So what we do, we just drag and link to this, so we can arrange all this. Once it's arranged for this mapping, we can validate this mapping, and we can see here that parsing completed with no errors, mapping employee is valid. So once it's valid, we just save this mapping. So once it's saved, we need to run this map. We need to go to the workflow manager. Just click on this button. So here we have a session and workflows. So we just create a workflow here. To create a task session, we can again create here task, create a session for that workflow. Whole workflow, we will create one particular session to run that workflow. So we'll give the name of that session as emp create, and we are going to select the mapping which we have created for these sessions. So m_employee is the one which we created for that. So I'll select OK, done. And when we edit these properties, we have that select task name, task type, can give any rename for that also. Description you can give here. Properties, we need to take like source connection value. Source connection value will be that since we are using the SQL Server type, we have like source ODBC and target ODBC. I separately named them. And the below, if you see several properties are there, no need to worry about that for time being. Okay, for the mapping here we can see that source qualifier where we are connecting to that. So since we are selected the SQL Server, we will going to just change this to SQL source ODBC. Similarly for the target, and then apply this is a component mapping. Now no need to change anything, just after selecting say apply and press OK, so that it's task. Just validate this, you can save this session. So in the workflow, you can create a workflow here, use the appropriate name, workflow employee emp. Properties scheduler. This scheduler we can usually schedule for that particular timings to run for the whole week or month repetitively. Variables, event, these things I'll explain you later. Just can you comments on this workflow? press OK. And once it's done, you need to take the sessions, which sessions you need to apply for that. So I'm taking the M employee. So we need to link these tasks. So linked it, arranged it by horizontally, and validate this workflow. Yeah, this workflow validates correctly, and save this workflow. This is a basic mapping has been done. And to just start this workflow, we just go right click and just say start workflow. To monitor this workflow whether it has succeeded or not, we have one more screen called a monitor screen. This is called a workflow monitor, where we can monitor that number of rows has been inserted or failed regarding that. So this is running right for time being, and we don't have data in the target table initially, so we'll just wait whether it succeeds or fails. So it has just started the running. This is a minimized view, and this is a whole view. This has failed, and to know the reason for that, get underscore them properties. We can see that it has failed due to failure region is like table employee is there, table or view doesn't exist is saying. TBL employee, it's saying that TBL employee doesn't exist in the database. We'll check that again.